Corey. Okay.
Hi. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Hazard Time Show. I feel like we need a better. Title for this.
That's not my job.
That's something we'll work on. Basically, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be attempting to formulate a top 10 list. Dimitri doesn't know what I've picked for him, and what I want to try and do going forward with these
won't
lists
be as good as mine. So
is I want to make lists that you're not going to see, I want lists that there aren't already 5,000 versions of these lists. You know, like everybody has a top 10 horror list. I'm sure there's several top 10 serials. I'd like lists that are a little bit more out there, and that makes them a little tougher to do. But so do you have any predictions of what I'm gonna pick? I can take my headphones off and you can tell the audience at home.
I think you're gonna sure, why not? Liam's gonna do some crap like top 10 list. Potentially. He's gonna try to really make something bizarre. So we'll see.
Well, we need a better method because I pretty much heard all that.
I know. I should have just. I was just gonna say stupid shit when you took it off.
I feel like top 10 list would be like our 10th episode. Our 10th episode, we rate all the episodes we've done. But no, what I'm doing for the top 10, top 10 franchises, as in movies, TV shows, video games, whatever, that you would want to see Lego sets made based on.
Well, yeah, but nobody has a top 10 list of this.
I mean,
this doesn't even need a top 10 list though, because this is just people talk about this all the time.
I don't think so. I think top 10 themes that you would want a Lego set based on, because it's not just anything. You know, there's several factors you gotta consider.
I mean, but you said franchises, so it has to be a franchise. Well, it can't just be like a.
It doesn't have to be a franchise. It could be just a movie. I didn't know the best way of saying it. Like media in general.
Far Cry.
Far Cry?
Yeah. That goes hand in hand with the map editor and everything, you know?
I don't see.
That's my mulligan, Far Cry. Or my
okay, hold on. Let's do more talking before we start talking mulligans.
Number one.
So I think two things that make a good Lego theme. Now, one would be like a big sprawling thing, something like Star Wars or Harry Potter, has multiple characters.
This is like doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger list, okay?
No, this
is like me and Richard doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger list. I am totally I'm out of my element here. No,
I mean, you're not out of your element because think of things, and then the other side of it is, you know, stuff that are so iconic that it's like worthy of a one thing. Like they did Back to the Future. They didn't make a whole bunch of Back to the Future sets. They just made the DeLorean. You know, that's iconic and popular enough to make a Lego set based on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw something out here about Fallout. I think Fallout better than Far Cry.
No, I think Far Cry is definitely better.
I think you're just thinking map editor. I mean,
I just like the jungle idea. So you get tigers and like the crazy murder birds in there and everything. I just want little Lego pieces of them, and like a Voss or whatever his name was.
But that's I don't know. I don't see how successful a Far Cry theme would be. But I mean, if you think of Fallout, Fallout has such a unique aesthetic, post-apocalyptic 50s
futurism.
Yeah, and they've never made post-apocalyptic Lego sets before. think of the vault. Like you have like a vault set, like $100 vault set. Then you have like a smaller $20 vault set that you like add on. You can just get
Yeah, I
multiple
know. I
sets
would
and make this.
expect like a door, like just the door, and then like maybe like that little like reactor room or like the control room or whatever it is,
Yeah,
something like that. A rad scorpion, put together a rad scorpion type deal.
rad roaches.
But like a behemoth, that would be like one of the sets.
Yeah, you could have
A
a whole.
superhuman behemoth.
You could have a whole set just dedicated to a behemoth. And you could throw a couple people in there too, and it also works because sure, there's no real characters that are, like who would you have in a set? Like Three Dog maybe, but it wouldn't matter because each of the people are so like just a random raider would be cool enough to throw in a set, or just like
Like
a
like
random super mutant or a random ghoul.
lions or whatever her name is.
Lions.
Yeah, lion. Like what are the Brotherhood people? I
Oh
forget what they
yeah,
call them.
Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, but what do they call the like individual troopers? Initiate,
Uh,
not initiate, or maybe it's initiate.
Paladin. There's knights, paladins, sentinels, and then
Sentinels. That's what I
elders.
was thinking. Well, here's the
I
thing:
think
would the minifigures that wear power armor would that be a set like a Fallout 4 style? Like where it's like a whole vehicle you get in, or would the minifigures just be like painted on power armor, the helmet?
I think what you would have to do. I'm trying to see if I have. I don't have it here.
It's the
Uh,
worst
but
time to eat popcorns before a video.
but what you would have to do if you made the power armor buildable, it would just be too big and it wouldn't look right. Like,
Yeah,
hold
because he
on.
was like,
Good example here. I got a this is a set they made for Avengers Endgame because Lego had no idea what the movie was about, so they just made random shit. And this is like a War Machine Hulkbuster.
somehow I don't believe that Lego had no idea what the movie was going to be about.
They really did have no idea. They got like concept art of what some of the characters looked like and nothing else. Because Lego works very far in advance, so all they get for a movie is concept art, and the concept art is usually outdated, so the minifigure doesn't even look right in the first place. It's why they had no Spider-Man No Way Home sets because they didn't tell them anything about the movie, even though that would be a perfect movie to make Lego sets for. But the point is, like, this War Machine Hulkbuster that doesn't even exist at all, it's like way too big for an actual minifigure. It's like, this would be like 60 feet tall relative to a
Yeah,
normal human.
yeah.
When the real Hulkbuster, it just enhances you. So anyway, the power
That's what I'm
armor that
saying.
would have.
Yeah, it would just be like a minifigure then,
Well, I think what you do, it would be like minifigure, but like armor that you put over the
like
minifigure.
one like little like slide on top of it, like
Yeah,
kind of connects to its neck thing.
yeah, that's exactly what you'd have to do.
Yeah.
That would look the best.
All right, so I'll agree. Fallout is maybe a little better than Far Cry, but Far Cry is still on the list. It's still number 2. So
I don't know about number 2.
well, currently it is.
Uh, you have any other ideas?
Obviously, the thing,
The
a
thing,
one-off.
but a one-off of what? I mean,
Um, I guess it'd be like the blood test scene.
I don't know how you turn that into.
I just feel like because that has like the most characters at one time, and either be that or the end. The big monster and everything.
We'll list that as a possibility. Like I mean, I like the thing. Obviously, I just don't see how it works as a Lego
Okay,
set.
well, so the top 10 list is what we think would work the best.
Well, also what we would want. I mean, you want something that would work,
I mean,
right?
you want a Lego thing set though. Would you buy it? You're telling, yeah, you wouldn't buy it.
I mean, I would buy it, but
It
I
could be the
think there's.
lamest set possible. It'd be like the end when they're like just doing nothing. You would buy it.
I think. Well, I mean, I definitely feel like there would be other things that I would buy over the thing.
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, we only have three, so we don't gotta start worrying about cutting things from the list just
I
quite
think
yet.
Star Trek. Do they have any Star Trek?
No, they don't have Star Trek.
I mean, that's a shoe in. Like Star Trek is gonna be on the list somewhere. There's like so many opportunities for it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh my god!
well,
I knew it.
no,
I knew what I can't bring up Star Trek, Brandon.
no, like, I mean,
You just
I
won't
would,
watch it.
I would 100% understand if they made like a big enterprise and like you like open up the top and you can put all the people in there. I get that. I don't see like multiple Star Trek sets.
Why not? There's multiple moments of Star Trek that could have us. I mean, you could put any of the interior from the Enterprise for one. You could put like there's so many enemy like or not enemy but like moments that happen in the series that could produce a set like a board ship or like
Aye. Now, what about Lost?
what about
I think Lost has potential. I mean, you have a lot of characters on Lost. I mean, you get all the little hatches, the Dharma house.
I thought they already like were
Uh,
doing this. I thought this was in the works.
what?
I thought they were already like planning this or something.
Since when?
You didn't see that?
No, I think you're making stuff up.
I'm not. There was an article for
That might have been April
it.
Fool's.
No, that like French website you used to send me to or whatever.
What? I didn't send you to a French website.
Yes, that one that was in. It was what language was it in? It was a different language.
I didn't send you a different language website. What are
Yes,
you
you did.
talking
It
about?
was the Lego website that like showed like upcoming builds and stuff. Yes, you did.
Sure, I did.
Hey, look,
Okay.
I'm recording. I can stop it if you're just putting on some act for everybody. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. This
This
must
was
be
like high
like,
school. This was like high school. You got some news from like a different Lego site.
and you like still have this site? Do you like check it frequently or something?
I do, and they sent out some Lost thing. This wasn't that long ago.
I like vaguely. I guess so. I don't know.
Whatever.
Did you like did you read it translated in English? Or
Yes,
did
we
you
had to
see,
translate it. Oh my gosh, it was like
did you just see the title Lost and a bunch of French words and like, oh, they're making
because
Lost?
it would have pictures of the minifigures and stuff, and you could tell like what.
Maybe it was just something that they made, like oh, here's
Well,
our
it was
own model
French,
we're
but
making.
it was something. It's so
It's weird.
frustrating because you're the one that showed it to me. You're like, look at all these like cool Lego sets that are coming out in the future, and I was like, okay, great.
Why are you still checking it though?
I'm not checking it. I'm just kidding.
Are you like? I'm really confused. Is there no website now?
No, there is. There is a website.
Why do you still check it? Like,
I don't check it. I was kidding. I don't check it anymore. There's no Lost set, but I'm pretty sure at one point in time there was supposed to be.
I don't think that either. But anyway, from that fun diversion.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, why would they make Lost sets? It's not.
why would
Lost
they?
isn't relevant.
Why would they make Friends sets? That's not relevant technically.
Yeah. I agree, but I guess Friends has a more wide base. But
My
I
thing
mean,
was though, like the crossing of these two, like mediums of Lego and Friends.